change is going to come, and I'm...
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
My shine, but it's time. The tears I cried, they weren't in vain. The battles I fought, they weren't in vain. Stretched and stressed, memory lapse, time guess. I know if it wasn't for the best, keep secrets dim in my light, but no, I still got fighting me. Dusting myself off so you can see the change in me. No longer have to wear the shade to hide the tears. No longer worried if you'll think that I win or lose. Just the fact that I made it through. See, I had to crawl before I could fly. This flow is mine. See, this one they're going to have to put in the archives next to redemption. I'm back for my pension. Listen, yeah, seems different. When you felt it, did you taste it? The BS erased. Tired of the hate, tired of being misplaced. Now move closer. Feel the stimulation. Weaklings, I feel your hesitation, and weaklings get devoured. It's so hot you gon' need that cold shower, and I can do it. Don't get it twisted. Making it good like T. Rich and them, who motivates my gift just by listening. Are you listening? Sipping. You thirsting for my knowledge. I made it out the projects. What problem? I solved it. Evolved to become that much better. Weather the storms of life. And I'm still hot, still spitting hot fire. And yeah, this sister knows how to change her own tire. So why you trying to leave me behind? I'm ahead of time. 10 steps silver shining, always grinding. My life in the sunshine. See, that was a borrowed line. The rest of this came pouring out one night when I was tired. And yet, I'm still flying higher above adversity, putting away childish things. That included his wedding ring when I realized that he wasn't man enough to be with me. See, three's a crowd when you don't know your place. You say I'm changing, yup, and making space. Pariah asked a good question, what's the true value of your face? I can walk away and still win this race, because I'm no longer on the back burner. You heard, she heard. My word, metamorphosis, time stamp, already served. I got a question. What did you learn?
Snap, snap, toe cat. That was Shiny the Poet, the original Sunshine Princess of Poetry. You are listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. That's right, Bras, Panties, and Sports, and this is Spitface. I'm here today with the voice lady of sports talk, the one and only Cheryl Smith, joined by the Shimmy Shake Girls and the man himself. That's right. He done moved in, got him a pick or two that he might share with you today. We got Chase Diamond on the set. And Brother Chase, tell the folks how they can take advantage of some of your insights.
Well, all you have to do is go to picksandparlays.com. And they'll be able to take advantage of $200 off my football season package. Just go to picksandparlays.com and you can check out Chase Diamond.
You heard it. The man said it. Now act on it. Now, First Lady, we're ready for what you saying.
Each week we try to figure out what is going on in the sports world. Not the plays of the week, more like the players of the week. Are they trying to tell us something? So we ask, what you saying? Fly, little birdie, fly. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. So I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let the spirit carry me. I want to fly right into the future. The little birdie known as Tim Tebow wishes he could fly far, far away from the criticisms from several baseball scouts about his ability to be a professional baseball player? Wow, it's bad enough an ex-teammate says he was the worst quarterback he's ever played with and made the wideouts look bad and hampered the offense. Is it starting to look like Shimmy really had an overrated opinion on himself as a future professional athlete? Should he have been willing to convert from a quarterback to a tight end or a running back? Should Tebow be happy and concentrate on his broadcasting career? Akila Smith, Jack Thompson, the Throwing Samoa, Terry Baker, and the Steve Miller Band are asking, what you saying? Timmy. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Now he wants to be a baseball player. So supposedly he's going to have a workout with 20 major league teams to see if he can jumpstart his baseball career. Now, nobody wants to give him a chance to play in the NFL, so I guess he was going to try his talents in baseball because, they're tired of Tim Tebow trying to come back to the NFL. Now, who does he really think he is? Does he think he's Bo Jackson? Because at least Bo knows football and Bo knows how to play baseball, but Timmy is living a pipe dream. He only played 2 years of high school baseball. He's never played college. To believe that he can compete at a major league level is absurd. Timmy definitely has a self-inflated ego, and he is definitely overrated opinion about himself. Oh, my goodness. Needs to concentrate on his broadcasting career because you want to know something? That's one thing that he can do well. He is an excellent college football commentator. I mean, you need to stick what you know the best. I mean, he is so infatuated with being a contemporary athlete. I mean, Timmy was the man in college, but he could never transform his talents from college to the NFL. He was not an NFL quarterback. He is so stubborn. I don't know why when he was playing in the NFL, he should have converted to a running back. He would have made an excellent running back because, he was specializing in those short yardage, in the red zone. But Timmy just did not want to do it, so that's why he's not in the NFL today. And to think that he really thinks that he can be a baseball player is just ridiculous. Timmy, stay on the TV. Be the TV man. Chase, what are the odds of Timmy making it in the Major League Baseball?
I would say probably about the same odds as Michael Jordan had when he tried his hand at baseball. Tim Tebow did have a NFL playoff win at quarterback for the Denver Broncos when they upset the Steelers a few years ago. And Tim Tebow, is an all-around. I mean, the guy's built athlete. But I definitely think he should stick to broadcasting and maybe even a political career down the road. As, he looks like the type. He has a Tom Brady look, but not the Tom Brady arm.
You said a political career? Oh, you think he can be a politician?
I think Tim Tebow could be a great politician.
Okay.
He's a very. I think he helped a child out on an airplane that was having a problem. He did CPR on the kid or whoever. It was some person, but I could see him going into politics.
Yeah, I can see that too. He is a good leader. He can galvanize people. It's something about Tim Tebow that people want to root for him. The problem is he just can't perform on the field. And that's the major problem with Tim Tebow, except for, like I said, and like you said, he needs to stick to the broadcasting career. So we'll see. But, I really don't even know what's driving him to become a baseball player at this point in time of his life. I mean, he makes decent money as a broadcaster, and actually he's fortunate he can go back and forth to ESPN when he wants to come up with these dreams and the pipe dream of being an athlete again. I'm not sure how old is Tim Tebow. He's getting up there in age too, so I mean it's just very unlikely that he can make this transition. I don't know. All right.
I must disagree with Mr. Chase Diamond because of the situation that he mentioned before the start of his soliloquy. Now, I don't know if Chase was sniffing some glue this morning or what, but I just want to say the level of disrespect that came out your mouth, young man, to have the audacity to relate Michael Jordan's baseball career with Tim Tebow in the same breath. Now, I will say in Michael Jordan's defense, he did make a minor league team. Tebow can't make a minor league team. So right then and there, they two different words. And the minor league players will be going to your website to let you know how they feel about Tim Tebow. But I will say this one thing. I will say this one thing for Timmy. I'm going to say this one thing for Timmy. Timmy, look. You got a nice beard and a haircut. Just keep smiling and make the money.
Yep.
That is, brother. He got the look where, look, dude. Why are you trying to play professional sports? What is on your mind when you sitting up here? You got. I don't know, but I'll put it like this, Tebow. Before you embarrass yourself, stick to the booth.
All right, Chase, did you want to get a last word in there?
No, I was only going to say Michael Jordan might have got that shot with the White Sox because of, he was a legend in basketball. And he's going to draw people, to the AA stadium. So why not give the guy a shot? I think Tim Tebow, if he's not going to do it now, I mean, personally, if he wants to do it, now's the time to do it. You can't wait. If you have a dream, you got to go for it. So you never know. I mean, he's given up money to play AA baseball, or if he makes the team in the minor leagues. He's given up money to play baseball, so at least he's taking his shot.
Okay, he has a good job at ESPN because they always let him come back. All right, over to you, Spitface.
All right, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers and putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom. Explosion, overpowering, over the competition I'm towering. Wrecking shop when I drop these lyrics that'll make you call the cops. Don't you dare stare, you better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest. That'll all get sliced and diced. Competition, paying the price. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. We are not talking about Antonio Tavares, Mike Weaver, or George Foreman. We are talking about the knockout punch landed on ex-NFL player Darren Sharper from 2 judges, handed down 20-year and 18-year prison sentences for rape and drugs. According to Sharper, people should not consider him a monster. According to one of the judges, he got away with a light sentence. Damn. Darren had victims in 4 different states, and those are just the ones that came forward. Since one of his victims has forgiven him, is that proof he should not be considered a monster? Does his crime taint the NFL or NFL players? Did he get off too easy? Let's see. I'm rich, kind of good looking, and I play in the NFL. Are the odds, Brother Chase, in my favor? I would not have to look far for a willing sex partner. Now, I got a funny feeling that Chase Diamond would say, I got some real good odds. Will he find a willing sex partner in prison, or will he have to trick them somehow? Lawrence Phillips, Aaron Hernandez, and Robert Rozier, a.k.a. Robert Ramesses, are asking what you say. First of all, what I want to say is this: that the judge was right. He got off too light. He got off too light. Now I understand that there was some, see, y'all have to understand the criminal justice system. And part of the criminal justice system is this: if you got any kind of money, black or white, they're gonna make you spend it.
Yep.
Yeah, and now the other part of that, but you will get a deal. You will get a deal. Now, in his case, his deal was this: if you tell on them other guys, because we know you weren't doing this thing alone, we'll work out a break. And if you don't stretch it out, where we got to spend $20 million to prosecute you in every state of the land, we'll give you a deal. Now, I think he got off too light. Now, I think he got off way too light. Now, I do not think it taints the NFL. Serial rapists, killers, murderers, they out there in society. Now, nobody thinks the guy next to them is Hannibal the Lecter. Hey, hey, what's up, dude? Man, you kicking it like that, dog? We ain't rolling like that. We look, oh, okay, man, all right, you showed up for work, all right, okay, man, you got your, I got my coffee, let's get on. Hey, man, what you doing this week, man? We sitting up here playing a little ball out in the ball, you going to join us? Hey, okay, man, catch you later. And then, he go off and, do stuff. Hey, we don't know that. So, it don't taint the NFL. Because, now I will say this. I will say this. Sometimes we have to take the mystification around all these athletes and stars and all of this and realize these people and people subject to whatever people subject to do. And if you don't realize that these peoples, and if you're dealing with some peoples in a situation where, peoples can be hanging anyway, you got to watch out who you fucking with. That's my bottom line. Chase, what's his odds?
Well, I don't know. I would say that it definitely doesn't taint the NFL. Just like any walk, group of people, there's going to be a bad apple in the bunch. I mean, Darren Sharper's 40 years old. He's already got 38 years of sentencing, and he has 2 cases pending in Nevada and California. So I don't think he'll really ever see the light of day again. And I would consider him a monster. Anybody who's as good looking and has money like Darren Sharper really never needs to rape a woman. So, I don't think he'll ever see the light of day, no matter how many lawyers he brings to the table, because 4 rape charges, if they're all convictions, he's going to really be away for a while.
Now, do you think you're going to have to trick somebody to get in bed with him?
Yep.
Even in prison, my man.
They don't treat rapists very nice in prison. So I think he's in for a long road.
Hey, it's a winding road. First Lady, what you say?
All right. Well, Chase, you're absolutely right. They don't treat rapists well in prison. So Mr. Sharper will definitely find out what his victims felt when he gets into prison, because the tables will definitely turn on him, and they definitely should. And this man is a serial rapist, and he should spend his life in prison. As you said, Chase, he does have some other convictions that can possibly come down. And, this was only based off of 3 counts. And but allegedly, I think they had said he raped as many as 7 women and possibly drugged 11 women. So, considering what happened, the sentences that happened were very light. So, obviously you can't hold them against the other accounts until they go to trial. But he's not going to be coming out of prison anytime soon. And as far as tainting the NFL, the NFL has problems already with several of their players. So, Darren Sharper was out of the NFL, I think, when all this took place. So I don't think it's going to taint the NFL. He obviously has mental issues, so you can't stereotype the NFL players for somebody who is just plain out sick. I don't think there's going to be problems with the NFL. Like I said, the NFL has some other problems. They have other issues that they need to deal with, and with some of their players. It doesn't matter to me if you look. Well, actually, let me get back, because I really didn't understand it. Like I said, for Sharper, that was a good-looking man. He's a good-looking man, so he definitely didn't need to rate women. The women would have flocked to him anyway. So that's what I'm saying is it's something more seriously going on with him that has nothing to do with his looks. It's more about probably power, and maybe, you know, he just grew up had mental issues. But as far as being nice-looking, an NFL player should have no problem finding a willing sex partner, I don't care if you're ugly. There's too many groupies out there looking for an NFL player. They don't have to worry about sex partners. Women are throwing themselves at NFL players. So that should never be an issue with the NFL. That's why I say Sharpster had something else going on with him that was just being mentally ill. So, like I said, he's going to meet his match in prison, and it's not going to be a pretty sight.
On that note, First Lady, take us to break.
The first two listeners to email us or send a shout-out why the boxers are grouped together will receive a $25 gift card from our partners at NFLshop.com. Now, your hint is it only took one. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have a performance from Taylor James on the first part of Shout Out. Free Mr. Vaughn.
Watch your back there. That soap can get slippery. The music flows in from around the globe to get a shout out from the panel. First Lady, I can't wait to hear the music from Taylor James.
On Shout Out, we feature new independent artists who are looking to find their shining star. If we like what we hear, we'll give the track a shout out. If we don't like it, we hit the mute. This morning, we had Taylor James out of Vicksburg with his latest album, How It's Supposed to Be. All right, let's hear a track called This Time.
You know, we've been in this thing for about a year now, over a year. It just keeps getting better. Man, enjoying all the time that we spend together, the weekends, the trips, and it just feels right. It just seems like something different about this time. I really do think this time. You know you were my lady, my very special lady. My heart was locked down. You started coming around. Suddenly I found you had the keys to the ribbon in my sky. The sunshine that filled my eyes. Gonna be here do or die. This time is it. This time is it. Baby, you're the one. This time is it. This time, no game, no peace. Just like this song. We'll never forget this feeling. This time is it. Baby, you're the one. This time is it. This time, 100%. Your love is here. We shall. You're gonna be in my heart. You gave me a brand new start. Say I do just do a start. This time is it. That never be the way it was. This time is it. This time is it. Baby, you're the one. So real. This time is it.
All right, yeah, that's great. This time, let me go to the panel. Chase, what did you think about James? Excuse me, I'm going to call him James Taylor. Taylor James song This Time.
I'd have to say, I think this is my fourth time on the show, and I think Taylor James gave the best performance I've heard on Bras, Panties and Sports. I really liked it. I thought it was excellent. Great track.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. All right, Spitface, you enjoyed this time?
I was listening to This Time, and it was taking me back to the day when a brother would see a little cutie and invite her over for a home-cooked meal, and you'd have a little glass of wine ready for it, and you done did the little table nice and got the little flowers on and stuff, and see, the brother be telling you in the music what you supposed to say. So you ain't got to figure out what to say. You listen to what he's saying, then and you just borrow the line. Yeah, baby. I think this time is it. He just giving you the stuff to use. So, I don't know about, all this other stuff that they got out there and stuff, because, I come from a time and a place where they did certain things, and nowadays, they do what they do when they do what they do it. But I like it. I'm shouting it out.
You shouting it out. Okay. Well, I'll agree with you, Chase. I'm definitely shouting out. Now, I'm not going to say it's the best performance I've heard since I've been obviously hosting Bras, Panties, and Sports, but it's definitely up there. I enjoyed the song tremendously. I thought the music was very nice, and his voice and along with the music just went together. It was a very great production. So I'm definitely feeling Mr. Taylor James, definitely feeling him on that song. So he's going to be on second part of Shout Out. So we're going to hear some more from Mr. Taylor James. Do I hear the sound of my favorite underwater friend? Is it time for Flip It?
Faster than lightning, no one you see is smarter than he. And we know Flipper lives in a world full of wonder. Flying there under the sea.
All right, right, y'all. It is time for Flip It, where our hosts defend, appointed, and flip the script and defend the opposing view. It is the most challenging segment on sports television. I'm going to tell you, if we dare the big old Stephen Smith, bring your butt here and see how you handle Flip It. And get on the show, and we'll show you how we do it. Now, you are the third pick in the NFL draft. Odds, we talk about odds chasing, and odds are you're going to make a bunch of cash. But you decide to fight for your rights, and now the team that selected you is saying, no way, Jose, to negotiate any further. What do? Where should you go? Should Joey Bosa, the highly ranked defensive end, chosen by the Chargers, make a deal, quit, or sit out and re-enter the draft? We asked the panel to defend. A man got to do what a man got to do. Stand up for principle, sit out, and re-enter the draft. Sometimes you got to look at it, the situation in the eye. You got to look in that mirror and go, can you look at yourself? You got to, if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. Now, is it Joey Bosa's fault that the NFL Player Association worked out a horrible deal and keep doing that? So he should just bow down, come crawling in. Somebody somewhere had to look him in the eye and say, no more, no more. Free Mr. Vaughn, free Mr. Vaughn. But that's a different situation altogether. But sometimes you got to look at what the situation is. And, hey, you know what? Joey, the way things going in this market today, kick back. Show them what you made of. Take a year off. Let your body, because the draft ain't going to be no better next year. And somebody might recognize your talents. In other words, just at least look like you're going to do that. Somebody make a deal. Chase, defend. A man got to do what a man got to do. Stand up for your principle.
Yeah, I definitely agree that he has to stand up for his principle. It's hard to say that, yes, he should sit out a year because it's hard to get better than the third pick in the NFL draft. But, sometimes you got to make a line in the sand and you got to stick to it. And if San Diego Chargers aren't willing to pay him what he thinks he deserves, then he should definitely sit out, and there'll definitely be a team next year that'll draft him and hopefully pay him properly.
All right, you heard the defense from Chase and I, but the First Lady got the final word. Defend.
And Joey Bosa definitely has to stand firm regarding his principle, because history has shown the number 3 pick since 2011 has always received their signing bonus before the end of the calendar season. And it just doesn't make sense that the Chargers want to pay a percentage of his bonus money the following year. The Chargers are being real cheap. And let's face it, the Chargers are 18 years, so they are not realistic regarding negotiating with a player of Bosa's athletic quality. This is why Bosa feels that he should be given the respect of a high draft pick. These Chargers executives, they're just being very stubborn. Very, very stubborn. Can you imagine withdrawing their offer to the third pick of the draft? I don't even think in the history of the NFL has a high draft pick will miss the entire season for a financial dispute. Come on, Chargers, what are you thinking about? You have Joey Bosa right there to play for your team, and you're going to send him back into the draft? You're going to set yourself back so many years. Joey, stand up for your right, and Bosa, stand up for what you believe.
All right, you heard the defense on the first side of the flip, but you know this is flipping where we flip the script and we ask the panel to the fan. A bird in hand beats 50 in the bush. Boy, act like a swallow and be a good little birdie and fly right to whatever deal they will give you quickly. Now here is I love the romantic notion that you got to stand up for your rights. We talking about $1 million athletes getting paid in a sport where you one down away from your career being over. One down. You one play away every time, because that is the risk of the sport. So you want management to say, you know what? Considering the fact that we got leverage, we gonna minimize our risk because we know one play we gotta pay either way. So we gonna play hard ball. Welcome to the NFL 2016. That's one. You have no leverage, nada, no leverage. And the statement that the San Diego Chargers is making, it ain't the San Diego Chargers making the statement. Don't be it. It ain't. It is not the San Diego. It's the NFL owners making a statement. And their statement is, he who had to go make the rules. We got to go, we make the rules. That's how it go. And if your NFLPA can't make better deals for you, that it's on you. Y'all need to get some new people up in there. But Joey Bosa, look, fine, crawl, be humble, whatever it is. Say, hey, look, fine. You get your PR people, they get their PR people, and you get something where you kind of contrite, and they get something where it's like, maybe we overreacted, and you make a deal about it. You make the deal, especially since there were reports. That's right, it was reported, because them scouts out there, that's what they do. They get paid to sit up there and find out stuff and report back and let them know if you were screwing the pooch or not. That's what they do. That's why they paid. A lot of money, too. Matter of fact, they could hire me. I'll get it all up in your business. Report back, but hey, NFL, check me out. But I do, and it was reported that you kind of took some plays off here and there. That you weren't all, that sounded, that made sometimes you would show some brilliance, and then other times looked like you was laying back. Sound a little bit like Jadeveon Clowney up in Houston. He done took 2 years off. Chase, defend. A bird in the hand beats 50 in the bush. Joey better take some money now.
Yeah, I definitely think he better take that money now. I mean, I think the problem was they weren't even giving him the minimum of what the third pick in the draft is supposed to get under the 2011 labor deal. But I think what he should do is use that as motivation, sign whatever deal they're willing to get. Contracts up, leave town no matter what, and tell them, see you later. Make that contract a motivational tool towards your next contract.
All right, Chase say, take the money, perform. It's your next deal. First lady, defend.
Joey Bosa is slated to receive a $17 million signing bonus. Does it matter if he receives $13 or $15 million now and the remaining the following year? He has never seen that much money before. Is it really a problem to receive a percentage the following year? Come on now, Joey. The other top picks, they've already agreed not to receive their entire bonus money. So you just need to follow suit. I mean, you're still going to receive your money anyway. I really don't understand why your agent is telling you this to be held out. Yeah, maybe the Chargers are being real cheap. But come on, now you haven't seen that much money yet in your whole entire life. And what's going on with your agent quivering over the 5th year of your rookie contract deal? If you're a good player, you're going to renegotiate that rookie contract anyway. So to determine whether you're going to have setting rules for the 5th year of your contract, because, you know, most teams, they want to put the offsetting rules in that contract just in case you don't turn out to be what you're supposed to be, so they can at least cut you, or they don't have to continue to pay you after you may have left the team. So that's what it's all about, and that's why, you know, the Chargers are standing fast with what they want to do. So if you want to re-enter the draft next year, come on, Joey, you're going to lose a lot of money because you will be sitting out the entire year and you will not be playing. And no one's going to pick you as high as the 3rd pick. And it's going to be more competition. Come on, Joey. You're a $1 million talent, but you got a $2 brain.
All right. That's the first part of Flip It for this week. First Lady, please take us to break.
Stay tuned. Up next, the funnies and our favorite underwater friend on Flip It Part 2. Welcome back. You are still listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. It's time for the funnies. Over to you, over to you, Spitface.
I thank you, and First Lady. No, I'm not naked. This is how I normally look. This is how I normally look. Now, First Lady Chase, I think we have a story for you that proves that Need to Grows exist all over the world. Vietnamese woman cuts off arm, foot for insurance. That's right. Vietnamese woman, we can't make this stuff up, folks. Vietnamese woman cuts off arm, foot for insurance. A woman in Vietnam paid a friend to cut off her foot as part of her arm so she could collect an insurance payout. The 30-year-old woman known as Lee Thai In admitted to paying a friend $2,200 to chop off the 2 limbs and claimed she'd been struck by a train. The insurance payoff would have been $150,000. The police uncovered the scam after a 3-month investigation. The woman's business was reportedly struggling. The friend, known as Doan Vindi, posed as a bystander who found her by the railroad track and called an ambulance. NID to cut her hand and foot, then continued to have him report false information to the police. Back to Nang Police Chief Nguyen Dine Tung told the 203 newspaper. Tung, who said the case was the first of its kind he'd seen, sent a warning that people should not attempt insurance fraud at the expense of their own health.
That's crazy.
Let's see. What's that? $75,000 a limb? I don't know. I don't know. Now, look, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't no punk. I ain't, nothing like that. But I'm crying if you take it off a fingernail. No, bro, no, we ain't going down like that. Like, look, now I stand for my own, but shoot, I ain't trying to invite no unnecessary pain in my life.
$150,000 is nothing.
I'm going for a foot. So there are Need to Grows all over the world. Gosh darn, if water is splashing on you, it must be time for our favorite underwater friend. It's time for Flip It. Time for Flip It, where our host defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. It has been reported that the coach of the Clippers says Blake Austin Griffin should be a Clipper for life. that is quite an acknowledgement from the coach, but we wonder what the panel thinks. Panel defend. Hell yeah. Blake is the man. He should be a Clipper for life, just like Kobe for the Lakers. Now, when you look at the Clippers, the Clippers been kind of on the low road for a long, long time. They finally get some star players that, like being there, taking some pride with the team, want that team to win a champ. They don't want some other, they ain't trying to sell out and go to some other team to get, I'm trying to get a ring, so, let me sell out. They done proven they love for the city. They love for the team. Hey, Blake gonna get paid. You gonna pay, either you gonna pay Blake or somebody else gonna pay Blake, but he gonna get paid. Now, hey, he love you, you love him. Hey, y'all be able to work it out, and he gonna be more flexible than somebody else, because he really do want a ring on his own terms. He ain't trying to, now I know some of y'all trying to say that I'm like talking about players who, that they weren't good enough to like bring a championship to their own city, so they, went trader and, went to some other place. I ain't talking about them. That's why I'm turning over to Chase. Chase, the fan. Blake Austin Griffin should be a Clipper for life.
Well, I definitely think he should be a Clipper for life. One, it's for his financial advantage because the Clippers can pay him more money than any other team. And I think it means more nowadays in sports when a player plays his entire career for one team. Just look at there are a lot of examples out there like Cal Ripken for the Orioles, Mike Schmidt for the Phillies. It just means more when you play your entire career for a city. If you don't win a championship, so be it. But, he can make more money staying with the Clippers and definitely be a huge name in that city.
All right, you heard the defense from Blake. Stay where you love. Stay where you love. First Lady defends.
Of course Doc Rivers wants Blake to stay because he knows the Clippers haven't seen the best of Blake Griffin. And there is no superstar in the waiting for them. They don't have anybody there to replace Blake Griffin. And now let's look at the 2015 playoffs. Blake averaged 25.5 points, 12.7 rebounds, and 6.1 assists per game. When he is healthy, he has the chance to be a top 5 player in the league. I mean, besides his scoring and rebounding prowess, he's an exciting player. I mean, he's one of the greatest dunkers. Fans love to see Blake Griffin dunk. So, I mean, he can put people in the seats. Clippers, they need to definitely make sure they sign Blake because, let's face it, they don't have a hope to win a championship, especially because Chris Paul, his playing days are dwindling year after year. So they definitely got to keep Blake there for life.
All right, you heard the first side of the defense, but this is flip it where our panel flips the script and defends the opposing view. Blake is not Kobe. No way he should or will be a Clipper for life unless he retires next season. Now, Blake Griffin has is an amazing talent. He deserves all his props, but there is a point in time where it's not about the player. It's about the combination of players that you have on your team, and can that combination of players bring you a championship, keep you competitive where you within striking distance. And there's just a point where you have to look and say, hey, I may have to rebuild. I may have to, make a deal where I can get some draft picks and start, and because this combination ain't working. Now, players rarely are able to spend their whole career with one team. It just does not happen as a matter of course. There's some point, Dwayne Wade, he with all his accomplishments in Miami, fans still looking upside head with his old crazy ass. You let D-Wade get away. So they still, kind of burning with that one, But, hey, that's what happened. That's what can happen. So Blake will not be a Clipper for life. But our man who know the odds, Chase Diamond, defend.
Blake Griffin won't be a Clipper for life. I think he'll come to a point in his career where he'll say, I want to win a championship, and I have all the money I need. And he'll pull a Kevin Durant, play for a team like the Golden State Warriors or the Cleveland Cavaliers. Where winning a championship is his number one objective and not really the paycheck.
All right, you heard the defense from the odds man himself. I didn't say odd man, because some of y'all be not listening. I did not say that, But Chase Diamond, but the First Lady always has the last word. Defend.
Doc Rivers is really saying all the right things because he knows Blake's contract expires, and they want to use him as trade bait. This is all a smoke screen by Doc to build up Blake's trade value because, he hasn't played that much last year and he really wasn't playing well. There's no way the Clippers want to keep Blake. I mean, Spitface, you kind of said, because they do need to trade him and get something valuable for him. He's always injured, and if he's not injured, he's always doing something stupid to be in trouble. So Blake is really not the player that the Clippers really want to build their team around, and I think they realize that, and I think it's really time for him to go. It's to the point really where Blake has become he has really become more for his commercials than his talents on the basketball court.
All right. You heard the defense on both parts of Flip It this week. First Lady, please take us to break.
On the other side of the break, we'll have another performance for James on Shout Out. Please stay tuned.
Those commercials. You are listening to Bras, Panties and Sports. It's time for Shout Out Part 2, the picks and our outrageous predictions for this week. The music flows from around the globe to get a shout out from the First Lady and the crew. First Lady, over to you.
We have another performance from Taylor James with his album, How It's Supposed to Be. All right, DJ, let's hear the title track, How It's Supposed to Be. Okay, that's Taylor James and How It's Supposed to Be. Let's go to our panel to see what they think about this song from Taylor James. Spitface, are you liking the song, or are you going to give it a shout out, or are you going to hit the mute?
My man got a tight production. I mean, he be tight. I mean, tight with a T on it, tight. But take me back to, it's got that old school flavor, and it's got that old school flavor, and it's just on that, got that right edge to not sound too old. Where I just say I'll just say a broad age range can get into that track. There's a broad age range. Choice in it. I was about ready. I was about ready to, go hallelujah.
Oh, really?
One or two times in the track. Got a little bit of that. Got a little bit of that.
Yeah, okay.
It got a little bit of that. That's okay. That's all right. Hey, coming from a hip place, we can deal with that. So I'm giving it a shout out.
All right. Chase, Diamond, are you going to shout this song out? You like the first track. How about the second one?
I'm going to shout it out. I think it's one of those tunes that just like sticks in your head. And what I was thinking was, this reminds me of like a commercial, a song you would hear in the background of a car commercial, or some type of condiments like mustard and ketchup on a hot dog. Things just go together, and that's what I was thinking when I was hearing that song.
Chase, you know what? You were right. That is a good analogy. It's like a jingle is what you try to say. It sounds like
a jingle.
Commercial jingle. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to shout it out, too. I mean, I like the first song better. I'm not going to lie about that. But this one is also good. It was kind of catchy. I agree with you on that, Chase. So I'll shout it out. Well, that's the end of shout out. If you like what you heard from Mr. Taylor James, you can check him out at taylorjamesmusic.net. If you would like to be heard or have any comments, you can send your emails and tracks to panties@oldgrumpyradio.com. It's time for the picks. The Might Is Mine was last year's champion of the hardball. Who will take his crown? Well, we've been on vacation, and trust me, the production crew, they've been on vacation too, because we do not have the results from our last picks, but we will definitely have that the following week. All right, Chase, let's get to the picks. Baltimore will overtake Toronto. 10,000 points for the correct answer, minus 10,000 for the incorrect. Chase, I'm going to start off with you first.
No, Orioles will not overtake the Blue Jays.
Okay. Spitface, you have Dizzy Max results?
I add the Orioles will not overtake the Blue Jays.
Okay, let's make it a trifecta. I agree with you, too. The Orioles will not overtake the Toronto. All right, let's move along. Kansas City will overtake Detroit. I'm going to say yes. That's Kansas City, I think, will overtake Detroit. That's 15,000 for the correct answer, minus 15 for the incorrect. Spitface?
No.
Okay. Chase?
Kansas City is red hot right now, but I'm going to stick with Detroit. I don't think there's any way Kansas City overtakes Detroit.
Okay, let's move along. Houston will overtake Seattle. 10,000 for the correct answer, minus 15,000 for the incorrect answer. Spitface, Houston will overtake Detroit. Houston in the house.
Will overtake Seattle? No.
I mean Seattle. Okay, Seattle.
No.
Nope. Okay. Chase?
I'm going to go with no, too. There's too much pitching in Seattle. You got King Felix. I think Seattle holds it down.
All right, I'm going to say no, they won't overtake them either. Houston is, they was the darling last year. I don't know what happened to the Astros. They just kind of disappeared this year. All right, let's move on. Mets will overtake Miami. 15,000 for the correct answer, minus 15,000 for the incorrect answer. Oh, no, there's no way the Mets will overtake Miami. I mean, the Mets have definitely been falling faster than an elevator in the Empire State Building. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the Mets. Miami is still in it. Last time I looked, I think they may be a game and a half out of the last wild card team. So I'm going to say no. Spitface.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Chase?
I'm going to say yes also. Mets are 6-4 in their last 10. They've won 2 in a row. I think Miami's going to struggle without Stanton in the lineup.
Well, they've been holding on. Okay, well, the Mets really were leading Miami most of the season. I don't know, they to me tumbled. All right, let's move along. Cincinnati will overtake Milwaukee. 10,000 for the correct answer, minus 10,000 for the incorrect answer. All right, let me start with you, Chase.
Oh, this one's kind of a coin flip, but I'm going to say no, Cincinnati will not. Milwaukee will hold their slim 2-game lead. On the Reds.
Okay. Spitface. Cincinnati
No.
will overtake Milwaukee. Nope. All right. Well, it's hard to overtake a 2.5 lead, so I'm going to say no. They will not overtake Milwaukee. All right, and finally, the San Diego Padres will overtake Arizona. 15,000 for the correct answer, minus 5,000 for the incorrect answer. I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no as well. Arizona just has too much talent. I mean, with Zach Greinke at starting pitching, you got to stick with Arizona.
All right. Spitface.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You're going to say San Diego will overtake the Arizona. Okay. All right. Well, we definitely will have the results from our picks from this week and the prior weeks, and we'll see how we are doing with those picks. All right. Now, it is time for the panel to give us their outrageous predictions for this week. All right. So to Chase Diamond first. What do you think? What is your outrageous prediction?
My outrageous prediction will be on Thursday, September 8th, 2016. The Denver Broncos will start 7th-round pick Trevor Siemian from Northwestern University. I think Denver plus the 3 points over Carolina for the opening night of the NFL. That'll be my big play.
Hey, Trey, I got to hand it to you, Trey. You did not come weak.
Oh, thank you.
Whoa, yeah, you did not come weak, bro. Hey.
All right.
That's all I can say.
Spitface. Okay, Spitface, what's your outrageous prediction?
Actually, my prediction is kind of in a similar range, but my outrageous prediction is Tony Romo will not last the season as a starter, and it will not be due to injury.
Okay. Well, but, it was funny because my outrageous prediction was about Tony Romo, too. My outrageous prediction for the start of the football season is Tony Romo will not get injured.
Hey, it will.
He will not get injured.
Yeah, he won't get injured because Tony Romo will not finish the season as the starter.
I would be shocked if Tony Romo did not get injured this season.
That's outrageous.
That too.
That is outrageous.
That too. Well, First Lady, I just got a note from the producer, and to let everybody know at the close of the show, keep listening because we got a special treat and they want to hear it.
Okay. All
So
right.
I got a
Chase.
note to remind folks to keep their ears on. But back to you.
Okay, Chase. Can you give the audience where they can reach you as far as your predictions? And what good picks you have for this week?
Sure. If you're looking to make some money, head on over to picksandparlays.com. And right now you can pick up my NFL and college football season pass. It's $200 off. Normally I charge $1,000 for the complete season. You can pick it up for $799.99.
All right. Okay. Excellent. All right. Gotta win some money with Chase. This is Cheryl Smith and the crew, and you have been listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. And remember, fans, continue to listen.